Okay, so the blood feud over the SuperMega Drama is still continuing. Noah Samsen, known member of the little cabal that is formed in the background between Nick is not green, Ethan is online, Noah Samsen, all these types of lefty bread tubers. They're all friends with each other. They're all friends with Hassan. It's all just one big incestuous pack. Has decided to chime in, decided to take some shots at Chud on Twitter here. He says, pedo freak streamers like this one should be rounded up and melted in a large cast iron cauldron. Which is a call to violence, clearly. Very serious call to violence. I take it very seriously. And obviously he's put here Chud's video thumbnails and titles. Obviously I think we've been over these on stream before. We'll just read them out quickly. Trashy, terrible Me Too attempt against Super Mega. Are women too comfortable? Scorned ex-employee trashes SuperMega, uses Lex Me Too for something, vindictive plan or something like that. And then Bias Simp calls Don DRRR a blank to defend his queen. And also in the thumbnail there, it's got this guy is a F star 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 OT. No idea what DK meant when he put that in the thumbnail. Must be I'm honestly drawing a blank. I don't know what that word censored with Pepe emojis would be, and I wouldn't like to speculate on what DK meant by that. So that's the first tweet we've got here. So obviously from Noah Samsen, the BreadTube video essayist, we will go into some of his content towards the end here. The next one here, Chud replies, I appreciate they're very upsetting for you to induce such soy rage, but these click-through rates have been fantastic. And we see, what if me and my friends followed you around with hammers? I don't know why someone would tweet this. It's a very, very insane thing to tweet. Very naughty, I'm wagging my finger. Obviously we've got Tim Hanna here, so it shows up in my chat sometimes, I believe. Quality here says, you're a nobody and will always be a nobody, no matter how hard you try. From a nobody. Hope you die alone. We've got, I'd wish you'd leave his face out of these thumbnails. Yeah, lol, as if the other elements aren't vomit-inducing enough. And then Ryan Ox here posting a Chud clip. Someone posting the ha 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 zoomed in. Noah Samsen posting a gun emoji. I see Lumi in chat is asking, Chud is a pedo? Question mark, question mark, question mark. We will get into that allegation as this goes on. Putting Lex's bikini photos in there to basically state that she was promiscuous and asking for it is beyond vile. I don't think that's what was being implied. It was literally just using her body for clicks, but that's okay. Whatever they want to project onto this. Genuinely, he needs to go away forever, says Noah Samsen. I'm sure nobody would miss him. In the cauldron he goes. Who is this asking for a friend? I don't know. Some loser streamer self-reporting that he's probably a rapist. I don't know how you would draw the conclusion that someone is a rapist from most thumbnails, but we move. Noah Samsen isn't meant to make sense, I don't think. Then we've got anonymous user here. I've got no idea who this is. If they want to out themselves, they can. Bro, you were such a pussy using the exact same language 6 minutes later to tone down your rhetoric on a second post. That's in reference to him once again using the cast iron cauldron line about the Barbie movie right-wing spin that's going on. And he says, using this one in my next IRL bar fight. I don't believe Noah Samsen gets into bar fights unless his bipolar's acting up, but we will get into that. So then FXK Nate says, people who throw around the word pedo as a replacement for person I don't like are far more disgusting than the person who made these thumbnails. That woman is not a minor, by the way. He's literally just using it as an insult. Fucking gross. Yeah, Lex is a 28-year-old woman, so it can't be in reference to this. I wonder what it is in reference to. So here we have Noah Samsen says, I used the word pedo because he's a 37-year-old man who groomed minors in his Discord. That's a pedo. We have some screenshots here. Now, these are a bit hard to read. We will zoom right in. And we don't have the full ones here. These tweets are gone right now because Noah Samsen's been suspended from Twitter over all this.
I do have them if you want them.
Oh, we have the original screenshots. If you want to put them in the Discord, yeah, I'll pull those up. So, Noah Samsen says, I use the word pedo because he's a 37-year-old man who groomed minors in his Discord. And then Nick Duro says, your mustache is the most pedophilic thing in this thread.
Okay, I threw them in the farm.
Okay, brilliant. All right, so we will just pull these up quickly. We go. Okay, so that's the second screenshot, I think, and then this one's the first one. So this is between Chud and someone called Haley Bugwife. People may remember this. Old heads may remember. This is how Destiny and Chud first became acquainted, I believe, or one of their first interactions was Destiny defending Chud on these allegations. So I guess we'll just revisit these for old time's sake. See what the substantiation is here from Noah Samsen. So Chud says, "Lol. Okay, so serious question. How old are you, if you don't mind me asking? Why you ask? I don't know. I guess it's good to know if we are chatting. If you don't want to tell me, that's cool. I'm 33, old, boomer. Boomer, yep, that's me. I'm legal, so you won't get in trouble if that's what you're wondering." So she said, "I'm legal." And so it seems pretty clear what's going on there. More, yes, Chud. This is Chud's chaser arc here. We pray that this is not still going on. Not the grooming part. I'm fine with the grooming. It's the chasing that I have an issue with, because I must disapprove of interacting with trans people. So Chud says, "Lol, sorry to ask, ha 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 ha." Haley Bugwife Mormar says, "That's why most people ask." Chud says, "God, awkward much? Well, it's just inappropriate for me to be flirting with someone who's underage, or even young, like 18. It's supposed to be half your age plus 7. Haley Bugwife Mormar says, "I don't know, sorry, I'm awkward." Chud Logic says, "Don't be. Are you awkward about talking to me like this? If you don't like it, you can say." Haley says, "It's cool." And then I'm going to read this out. It's really bad, though. "Don't be sorry you're awkward. I know you are shy. It's how I know you are a virgin. Lol."
Oh, dude.
Classic
Chud
Logic moment here. Classic Chud Logic moment. Yeah, Riz, that is one way of putting it. Yikes, dog, says Bumba. So yeah, we've got that's those screenshots. We move on. Josh Boblax says, friend of the channel, Boblax, says, "How is this grooming? Lol. That term has been watered down so much online. Seeing stuff like this get called grooming is going to cause more people to be skeptical of real grooming allegations. Great job." Not incorrect. Mango here says, "Maybe let's not throw that word around." And then shows the "I'm legal, so you won't get in trouble if that's what you're wondering." And FXK Nate, the person who originally interrogated these claims, says, "These screenshots literally show him asking for age, saying it's inappropriate to speak with a minor, and her saying, 'I'm legal.' Dude, what are you saying right now?" Queen Chespin here says, "Noah, are you subliterate or something?" I would hazard a guess yes. "How old are you, if you don't mind me asking?" Why you ask? Yeah, we've been over this, but I mean, you get the idea. It's just pointing out the fact that here Haley says, "I'm legal," again. So just getting, Noah got absolutely mangled over this. And then you've got your own allegations to deal with, buddy. This you. We've got Cactus here, based Twitter user, saying Noah Samsen molested a child in 2014. This is defamation. This did not happen, as far as I know. This is defamation. This is a smear. This is a joke to prove a point. Though I have no proof it didn't happen. So I've got about as much proof as Noah Samsen has. Chud says here, "More impotent rage from the leftoid click over thumbnails. There is literally nothing you can do or say to stop me. No one has actually provided any substantive disagreement to my take on the SuperMega Drama beyond trite platitudes like 'believe women' or 'victims act irrationally'. Just endless soy rage and hollow allusions to violence against me." This is what I've experienced as well with the pushback in my videos. Seems like no one has any real points about this situation. It's just this virtue signaling and claiming that, "Oh, you're probably a rapist too," you know, this sort of thing. Very cringe stuff, very cringe stuff. Open invitation, if anyone wants to argue with me about SuperMega, if there's any SuperMega fans watching right now that have turned on them over this drama, any Noah Samsen fans, any Nick is not green fans want to come on stream, please leave a comment. I will happily engage with you on stream. However, I'm not responding to your gay 500-word essays that you're currently typing out in my comments saying how we should believe victims and how I'm an incel, because why would I justify that with a real response? Now, trying to use the false allegations against me made in 2021 to smear me and call me a pedophile. Not the first time someone's tried this. I'm sure this time I will definitely be cancelled. So yeah, obviously Chud doing a victory lap there. Here's a Cactus's tweet. Noah Samsen molested a child in 2014. I keep hearing this. This has to be true. It's true, I was a child. Streets have been saying this. Cactus out the gate with a machete, lol. Noah, I'm so wild I touched a child, Samsen. Nick Dioro here, joining in the dog pile. RedTube and Noah Samsen didn't like Chud Logic's thumbnails, so he falsely accused him of being a pedophile and grooming children. Noah Samsen attempts to expose Chud Logic for being a pedophile by releasing DMs where Chud asks a girl her age. Okay, this is a bit transphobic, because it should be more age, but we'll move on. States he only dates women half his age plus 7, and the girl responds saying she's an adult. Literally the dumbest pedo allegation attempt I've seen in a while. If you think Chud's coverage of the SuperMega allegations has been terrible, you know what's a great way to fail at destroying him? Lying that he's a pedo and then posting the evidence debunking yourself. Lol. Stupid ass at Noah Samsen there. Here we have life as an attention-starved pussy and a screenshot of a YouTube video. Life as a bipolar YouTuber, which we will take a look at in a moment. And then we have the hero, the Chad himself. Person literally lied about her age, but nice smear there, cunt. So, Pegmenko is on side.
I've included one more tweet. It's in the same place.
In the farm.
My personal hero.
Your personal hero. President Sunday, Mr. President himself. You cut out the part which clarifies that she's 18. Whatever you think about that age disparity, or whatever negative feelings you have about Chud, and I share a lot of negative ones myself, he did not groom minors. I also saw President Sunday was arguing with Agent S in the replies of this tweet. If you know, you know. We won't get into that too much. But if you know Agent S, you know Agent S. That is all I will say on that matter. So, let's take a look here. What's going on with this video? Life as a bipolar YouTuber. I'm sure there is some cow content to be had here, so we will.
Can we catch it?
We will just run through this. It's only a quick 10-minute video. So Noah Samsen is an absolute fucking clown. I'm sure this is an embarrassing video to anyone that's not him. Now, let me just pull up my chat so I can monitor what people are saying here. Got all Discord romance should be discouraged, to be honest. 100% agree. Got Dogpiled in replies, boss lost his account. I find his humour like nails on a chalkboard. Yes. Noah Samsen is one of the most deeply insufferable YouTubers I've ever watched. Had that awful take about the Jonah Hill situation the other week. I get the feeling, now I'm just going to guess, this is speculation, I don't know anything, I'm just guessing. Noah Samsen seems like the guy who is terribly abusive in his relationships, because not only is he bipolar, but he also has this soft boy male manipulator thing going on, which I find personally wretched. I usually find that guys like this usually have some weird shit going on in the background, but I don't have any proof. I'm just speculating and being slightly vicious towards him. But yeah, bipolar is not a good sign for your relationship skills. So for him to be throwing out accusations so readily, probably not a good move, and I can't wait till the girl comes out about him. I'm just asking questions, exactly, Thirsty. We're just asking questions here. That's all we do. No firm statements. So let's just watch some of this.
Catch on the mic. Keeping the mic activated. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Noah Place. This is my new channel. On this channel, I'm just going to be posting stuff that I want to talk about, and it's going to be really easy and simple like that. I'm going to talk about whatever I want. I've been feeling a little bit constrained by having a big platform and having a main channel where things are political and essays and all this structure. And so I want to just use this as a little outlet, a little diary. If I see stuff that I want to talk about that's not full video worthy, but maybe a little, you know, let's chat, then why not? It is a fucking sty in the back of my room right now. I was doing some Sunday cleaning and it's Monday night now, so it kind of extended over. My sheets are in the wash, which is a good sign. I washed my sheets, so thank you. So today's video is just loosely on the topic of being a YouTube creator that has bipolar. I have bipolar 2. I was diagnosed 6 years ago now, and I want to talk a little bit about it because it's something I deal with in varying degrees at all times, and in one way it's like a transparency thing, so you guys can like kind of understand what's going on, if I'm like being weird. But also maybe like this can be an area of discussion about mental health. Just, I mean, this specific video. This isn't going to be My Brain is Broken channel, just this video. But yeah, so I was diagnosed with bipolar like 5 or 6 years ago. Throughout high school, I would deal with like really long periods of depression. They were never too serious to the point of like committing suicide, but I did have suicidal ideation throughout, and it would usually go like 3 or 4 months of low periods followed by like a couple weeks of high periods. And at the time when I was going through this, I wasn't aware of how this was affecting me. You're kind of living under a cloud and you can't see the cloud because it's like all
Okay, this is seeming really boring so far, but we'll keep going.
around you and it's all you know. And so it's easy for me to look back and say those periods were periods of depression, but while I was in school going through this stuff, it was just like, oh, this is who I am and this is how life is. And it feels like
Has he always just had terrible facial hair ever since
stuff, it was just
because this just looks fucking horrible, doesn't it? Why does he allow his face to look like this? I don't know why you wouldn't just fucking shave if your facial hair grows like this.
like, oh, this is who I am. And
I hate the soft boy voice as well. They're like, this is who I am. This is what's going on in my life. This is how I feel. It's like, it feels so fake. It feels like someone who, you know, might be a bit fucked up and threatening, trying to come off as soft and non-threatening as possible. That's how it feels to me. That's how it feels to me. No evidence for that, but that's how it feels to me. It is like the male manipulator vibe. It's like, it's a little bit like the Sakuna guy. It's a lot like Rav that we watched the other day. All these people seem to adopt this manner of speaking.
this is how life is, and it feels like a little extra shitty right now, but I'm not really sure there's anything I can do about it. And then periods of mania were always marked by like these grandiose plans and ideas and ways to think about the world, and like talking about it as if it was an epiphany, as if I was like discovering the truth, like fucking Sneeko or something. And after that discovery, I would be forever changed. And of course, this is never the case. Like, you just go back into a depression and then come back out on the other side, not even really remembering a lot of times. That was my case. What eventually led to my
so we have to accept the possibility that this whole situation here is a manic episode. We do have to accept that possibility. It could be the case. Well, we'll see.
Actual diagnosis was there was a period of time in late 2016, early 2017. So I was 18 or 19, where I remember I was like manic all the time, not to the point of like violence or anything, but I remember a few specific instances. First one was being at the cafeteria at my university, Simon Fraser University in Canada, and being in front of a crowd of people and yelling at all of them, borderline preaching at all of them that they didn't have anything figured out, they didn't have the world figured out, and I did. And just like being in a room full of 30 people or more and all of them looking at me and me yelling and not realizing the social dynamic that, oh, this is like not normal to be doing. It was some mixture of like performance and actual like belief in what I was saying, that I knew more than they did, which was actually sparked because I started going around asking people like, what are you doing at college? Like, what are you doing here? Why are you here? And when I didn't get answers that satisfied me, that was another piece of information in my database.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't this just what he does with his videos now? Like, isn't that just all preaching? I thought. I mean, I don't know how this is any different.
This is the era of cell phones. Whoever went to school with Noah Samsen, go dig out your old whatever it is and look, see if someone has to have this.
Kuihman.net, accepting high school videos, college videos of Noah Samsen having manic episodes. I will be playing them on stream if you submit them. Please submit your embarrassing videos of Noah Samsen having mental breakdowns. Thank you.
To say that people don't really get it and society's like this just, you know, cringe 18-year-old Matrix bullshit. But at the same time, when I would come home, I would like have the same type of conversation with my family where I would be yelling about how they don't know the truth. I know the truth. They live and work normal jobs like normal people, and I'm not going to do that. And so blah, blah, blah. And so anyway, all that is to say, like, once I finally got into see a psychiatrist, I like went over all of this stuff and kind of traced it back to being younger and having these up and down periods. And then I was diagnosed. I started on some different medications, kind of switched around as needed. And for the most part, like, things got pretty stable after that. And I've been generally much more stable since then. since being on medication. I take like mood stabilizers as well as an antidepressant. So fast forward to now, and this is kind of the topic of this video generally, is my experience of having it while doing YouTube. What I've been dealing with a lot lately is when I get kind of low level mania, I branch outwards in 1,000 different directions as to like where I want to go with my content, with video ideas, with starting new channels, with collaborations, or watching too much of one type of media makes me want to start doing that media without any kind of grounding as to how I would do that, how I would incorporate it to what I already do. And it can really sidetrack me, especially if I'm working on videos at the time, or like if I feel like I have some ideas already set up and then other things come in the way and just wash everything away. Usually when I come down from that, I'm like left with nothing. I'm left sitting there like I have no ideas as to where to go, where to
but all he does is like video essays, no? Does he ever actually do anything different? He's saying I want all these grandiose things, but I mean, all you ever do is like, look, masculinity, hot takes, male living spaces, Jonah Hill and therapy speaker, like it's all the same content, though. It's all just like, wow, masculinity is like kind of bad, guys. Isn't that like his entire brand? Has he ever done anything different? I mean, I suppose we've got these really old videos here, but I don't understand. For someone that seems to get all these creative ideas that send him off into different places, he doesn't seem to pursue any of them. It's just bisexual lighting saying, "Wow, being a man's like kind of bad, you know? Being masculine's like bad." That's what
it strikes me as another one of these people. They're kind of petrified of their audience.
Yeah,
all got told the line. This is the content that's expected. These are the opinions that we all have. Share them with for the class.
Yeah,
and that's their entirety of their careers.
Take things, whatever progress I felt had been made on specific projects or ways of thinking or ways of approaching things is just lost, and it's stressful as fuck. Like it makes me like emotional a lot of times thinking that you could just lose all this progress and constantly be relearning things over and over again. But like what that manifests is as like, because I usually sign on for 1 or 2 sponsors a month, I have an idea that I'm working towards for a video, something happens, I gets totally derailed, and then I'm kind of scrambling to put something out, you know, on track with these sponsors because I keep signing up for multiple sponsors a month and it's probably not the best idea. But something inside of me doesn't let me like not do that. Like it says, okay, you know you can put this much out, so just do it. You're going to use this money for something good. Take these opportunities while you can and work with them. But so like the last couple months I was going through a period when I wanted to get really good at essays, and I still feel like I learned a lot from that, but I don't know how well I'll be able to incorporate that into my work. Like I don't know how well I'll actually be able to apply it in a way that feels satisfactory to me and satisfactory in the broader context of like the type of essays that I consume that I know are good and that I know people enjoy. And so all of this is kind of related to when I'm going through mania, where I'm just, everything's happening all at once and I'm not able to keep track of it. And then I go through low periods. The last couple weeks have kind of been a low period because my sleep schedule got messed up, and then that really fucks me up a lot of times, and I have serious trouble like communicating with people in my life and texting people back and all these things, and that adds to the stress and it just compounds. So if you're someone who I need to text back, I'm sorry, I will get back to you, but I have enough videos on this kind of long idea list that I'll be fine to like put things out. But if you
the level of self-indulgence you need to have to make this video about your mental health where you play like overbearing sad music in the background is like it's like next. This is like narcissism. This isn't bipolar. This is narcissism. Like I can't think of any other words to explain it. It's like, oh my, woe is me, woe is me. Here's some sad music, some BoJack Horseman sad horse show music in the background because my suffering is just so unique and so profound. I'm wallowing in my own pain. Bro, cut it out. Come on now.
Notice a drop in like quality or an engagement with real world issues, it's because of this, and I don't want it to be that way, but unfortunately it seems like
a lack of engagement in real world issues. You mean so like masculinity, hot takes, male living spaces, Jonah Hill and therapy speak abuse, YouTube shorts keep getting worse, anti-woke content. Like where is the serious hard hitting content here where he thinks he's fighting on real issues? Because I don't fucking see it. I don't see it. The worst YouTube apology of all time. It's all just lefty commentary stuff, no? Like literally just commentary YouTube with a lefty bent, and that's it. It doesn't seem to be anything particularly hard hitting that's going on here.
I do need to like change up my medication or get in to see someone, because this is like becoming worse than it has been in the past, and it's really frustrating, especially when I feel like I was really on.
It seems like it keeps getting worse, buddy. I'm not gonna lie. This was 25th October 2022, so clearly he hasn't sorted that out.
To something at a certain point, like a couple months ago, in terms of like growth and the actual approach of the content that I was making. It really sucks feeling like you just lose all momentum, but I'm not here to fucking throw a pity party. I'll figure this shit out. But I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. The last thing I want to say is, if any one of you guys are dealing with this stuff, feel free to like comment and talk about it. I don't know. I feel like making this a little discussion space could be cool to talk about mental health. Whether you make content or not, just like dealing with this stuff is made easier when you're kind of in communication with other people that are dealing with it and know how it can affect the way you act and how frustrating it is and all this stuff. So yeah, that's all I wanted to talk about. Send an email to ihavequestionforyounoah@gmail.com. One thing I might do with this channel is do videos based on questions that I get sent. I am already doing a Q&A for the main channel, but don't send stuff there, because videos is any that could be like a good area for a discussion space. And Mr. Beard. This one might be a good direction to go in terms of like I'm worried about my little brothers. They're 15 and 17. That could be like a good area for a discussion space. Or another question that I'll probably answer in the next one. Who are your favorite half-hour video essayists? Opinions on ContraPoints, D'Angelo Wallace, and Mr. Beard. This one might be a good direction to go in terms of like talking about other content creators in a less structured way. Just like talking about how I view people and how I consume things and how it orients my views. And
So I'm really worried I'm not focusing on real world issues enough. I think a good direction to go would be talking about other content creators. Right, what? Well, I hate this like aesthetic of like thinking of like trying to make people think you're doing like some real good, or like trying to fight for a cause when you just make these gay little masculinity bad pop culture, internet culture commentary videos. Like, no, bro, you're talking about drama. That's like all your videos. Talking about dramas and talking about subreddits you find cringe. That's that's your content, bro. You're not some fucking political activist.
And like if I have criticism of people or whatever, I could do it in a more chill format, you know? But yeah, anyways, this has been me, Noah, from Noah Place, and send it to your friends and family because they'll need to know about all this brain crap. Bye-bye.
Well, what the narcissist hears when you talk. Okay, that's a good follow-up video there. Yeah. What what a video. What a video. What a guy in general. That's Noah Samsen. There is other stuff we could go into, which is his old drama with Vosh, but I don't think we will here. But all you need to know about that basically is he made a video talking about how debate bro's bad, debate's bad, and then had a conversation with Vosh where he basically bent over and got slapped around a bit. Most people probably know him from that, to be honest. Most people that might be watching this probably remember that more than anything else about him. But yeah, I mean that's probably it for the segment. Obviously, you know, false pedo allegations might be because of a bipolar episode. Who knows? He's definitely a fucking weird guy, though. That's for sure. Anyway, guys, like, subscribe, donate if you feel like it. Thank you.